I know I haven't posted in a while, but guys, I'm going to be more consistent with my videos because I know they provide massive amounts of value. First off, before we get started, if you want any help with Forex at all, make sure you follow me on Instagram and send me a message. That is the most effective way to get in contact with me. Also, I have free trainings, I have paid programs, and I also am offering one-on-one mentorship. So if you want to get on a Zoom call with me and learn my strategies or see how I can help you out, message me. Also, I need you guys to like this video if you miss me. If you want me to post more videos, like this video. It's gonna pump me up and get me even more excited. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope your trading is doing well. But within this video, what I'm gonna do is show you my US30 strategy. I'm gonna break it down, how to get started step by step, and how you can get started trading US30 with zero experience. I'm gonna show you the broker that I personally use that is absolutely phenomenal and I've had zero issues with. I know a lot of people have trouble finding brokers that are good, so I'm gonna show you the broker that I use, and then I'm gonna break down my strategy and a couple of secret hacks for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the sauce. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is find a broker that has indexes on it like US30, the S&P 500, and NAS 100. Hugo's Way is absolutely phenomenal. There is a link for the broker below where you guys can sign up. And this broker is absolutely phenomenal. I've been using them for about 3 years now, and I've had zero issues. I have withdrawn $16,000 at one point with them, and there were zero issues whatsoever. Also, their customer support team right here, this little chat bubble, is great. If you ever have any questions, anything that you need help with, you can send them a message and they will answer anything that you need help with. So you're going to go to sign up, obviously. You're going to fill in all your information. And then once you're done, you're going to be able to fund your account. Now, I want to actually go over my US30 strategy. It's very simple and very clean. This is not my actual strategy. I'm not going to drop all the sauce. If you guys want my exact US30 strategy, if you want the whole strategy, all the sauce, DM me on Instagram and let's book a one-on-one session. And no, it's not going to be free, but it's not going to be expensive whatsoever. Okay, so I trade US30. I have the US30 Owando currency pair on my chart for trading view, and I trade during the New York session. So my indicators are right here. I have the moving average, the sessions, the kill zones, and the 10 EMA. Also, I have my stochastics right here just to really help me figure out when it's overbought and oversold. Great tool, well using the actual great tool to use when you're trading US30, because we can see right here, this is when US30 bottomed out. If I didn't have this tool right here, it would be very hard to tell when it's oversold. A lot of traders might be like, oh, it's probably going to keep going down. But when we have the stochastics right here, it's telling us we're below the 20% line, indicating that it's going to be good buy opportunities. So I'm trading during the New York session. And this indicator right here, the sessions indicator, is great because it will tell you what session we're in. So I have it only marked up for the New York session, and that's that blue shade behind the candles that you guys can see. So what is my strategy? How do I trade it? So I really trade at the market open nowadays. I look at the candle right here on the minute 5 chart at 625, and I'm seeing, okay, what kind of trend are we in? Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? And usually whatever trend we are in, I'm usually just going to go with that trend. So when the market opens up at 630, I'm usually going with the trend. So right here, we were in an uptrend. I actually did buy today, and boom, I got stopped out. Luckily, I had my stops right below this 5-minute candle right here, so I didn't take a big loss. Now, if I take a loss within the first opening bell, I'm usually going to wait till 6:45, 7 a.m., 7:15, 7:30 to see if a setup is going to come. Now, if I got stopped out right here, this is where I would have waited for a setup to occur. We can see right here at 6:55, we rejected our moving average, our 20 moving average, and our 10 EMA. And we closed with the bearish candle. So this was a good signal for me to say, do you know what? let me drop a sell. I'm going to just go for like 500 to 1,000 pips on this trade. And if we measure it, we can see from this point where that candle closed to the low right here. Okay, that's not the right low. Let's measure this correctly. I think I have to do it reverse. So from this low to the candle's opening right here, that dropped 900 pips. So usually with me, when I see the market dropping and I'm in profit, let's say I'm in profit like 400 pips, I'm usually going to trail my stop loss to my entry and close a percentage of my profit so I can secure the back. And then usually what I'm doing is I'm riding the trade to a psychological level that I have marked up on my chart right here, or I'm riding it towards previous market structure. So we can see right here that there really was no market structure. We did have some market structure right here and right here. This resistance could have been construed as support, so you could have targeted that. But at the end of the day, I didn't take this trade. The trade that I ended up taking was this buy opportunity right here. I saw that we had bottomed out, and also I saw that we had a nice V pattern forming. So right here, I saw the V pattern with the doji, and I was like, all right, it's going to go up. Let me ride it to the previous market structure right here. And that's exactly what I did. And guys, here is a tip. If you want to know if you're on the right side of the market or not, you want to see a very quick reaction from your entry point. So you can see right here after this candle closed, boom, we immediately pushed up within 5 minutes, 576 pips. So when I saw that trade moving away from the zone right here, I was like, all right, the stochastics are oversold. It's going to be a good buy opportunity. We're forming a V pattern and we have all these dojis lined up. I'm going to buy right here. And this is exactly what happened. It pushed away from the zone. I was like, all right, perfect. I'm on the right side of the market. I'm going to target this previous high right here because take notes. This was right when the market opened. Right after this candle, the market opened. So for the session, if we ignore all this stuff right here, all this news right here and stuff, that had not occurred yet. So at this point in time, I was targeting this high, and that's where my take profit was. So at that point in time, that's where the high of the market was, and that's where my take profit was going to be. And also, here's a tip for you guys. If you're going into a trade, and let's say you're using a 0.10 lot size, a 10-cent lot size, let's say that's your lot size that you're used to using. If your stop loss is smaller, you can up your lot size. This is how you want to calculate whether you're going to do a bigger lot size or not. You want to take in mind your account size. So let's say you have a $10,000 account, and per trade, let's say you're risking 1% of your account. 1% of $10,000 would be $100. So obviously, your lot sizes might have to be significantly small to trade US30. But at the end of the day, you're going to look at your account size and the percent that you're risking, and then that's going to give you an ideal number when you have your trade set up where your stop loss is. So let's say that I'm trading US30, and let's say that I'm going into this trade right here. I'm going to buy, I'm going to have my stops right below this low for 384 pips. If you're using a 0.01 lot size for US30 with the $10,000 account and you're risking 1%, you're only risking $38 here. So what you really could do is you could probably use like a 0.03 lot size. And a 0.03 lot size with 38 pips, that's probably going to be like $120 of risk. And then you're saying, do you know what? I'm risking a I'm risking $120. Let's go for a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Meaning that my take profit is going to be 3 times the size of my stop loss. So if I'm going to lose $120, I'm going to make around $360 on this trade. So if we're using a 0.03 and we bought right here and we targeted this previous high, that's 1,500 pips. If you use a 0.03 and you catch 100 or 1,000 pips, you're going to make $300 on this trade right here. So realistically, you're going to make around $450 off this trade if you were to target this previous high right there. So you're risking $120 to make $450. That's a pretty damn good risk to reward ratio. So take that into consideration. But realistically, my strategy with US30 is very easy. I'm just looking at market structure. Are there any tell signs that are telling me like, look, this is a good buy? this is a good sell. Also, we can take note that when we're trading US30, we want to be looking at the days and see how the London session is playing out. If we see that the London session has been consolidating, there hasn't been any really big moves, that's telling us something that's very important, that people are accumulating a lot of orders. There's a lot of buy and sell orders accumulated here. But overall, the trend of this accumulation and this consolidation is in an uptrend. So when the market opened right here, we are already looking for buys. This was the false breakout right here. Here's the market open, it shot down, boom, and then closed a doji. If you were really smart and you waited for this market open to play out, you're like, all right, it's looking for shorts, you could have caught a nice sell right here and made some profit. Perfect. But then you got to be observant and be like, you know what? We already are in an uptrend. We've been consolidating. The trend of the consolidation is up. I honestly think that it's going to push up. Let me close my sell position with profit, and then let me wait for another setup. And right here, we see a W pattern form. We have this doji closing right above our 10 EMA right here and giving us signals that this is going to be a good buy. We have this doji. Then we have this like hammerhead candle close right here, this pin bar candle, you can call it. And then boom, an immediate reaction. And at that point in time, I actually did take this trade yesterday. This was Tuesday. Yep, this is July 19th, and this was a Tuesday. So I caught this buy right here. And like I said a second ago, you know you're on the right side of the market when you see a very quick reaction away from your entry point. What do we see? Boom, a quick reaction. And all I did was targeted the psychological level of 31,500, flawlessly hit that in less than an hour. That's when you know you're on the right side of the market. And when I entered this trade, I entered off this doji. Look at the risk, 249 pips. That's when I upped up my lot size. I'm like, you know what? This trade is not risky at all. I'm going to use a much bigger lot size. Obviously, I'm going to be smart and take into account preservation. But 249 pips to a reward of like 300 pips, I should say. Yeah, 249 because I entered on this candle. But look at this risk reward ratio right here. We're risking 249 pips, but to the psychological level, it's 1,800 pips. 1,800 pips of profit is on the line. And if you're using like a standard lot, you're going to make like $18,000 on that trade right there. So that's why I want to let you guys know that it's extremely important for you guys to really take into consideration how much US30 pays out. The pip count and the spread is a million times more different than forex pairs, so take into consideration that this is going to be a completely different ball game. And what I would do if you're looking to trade US30, go to Hugo's Way, click the link in the description to sign up. There's a link for the broker that I use, this one, and you guys will be able to sign up, but obviously open up a demo account first. Trade US30 on a demo account right at the market open at 6:30 and see how it works for you. Kind of back test it for a couple of weeks to months and get your hands really in the feeling mode of how US30 works. And once you see that it's something that you like, start trading it on a live account. But I'm telling you guys, it took me a very long time to actually see success with US30. So it might not come as easy as you think. But if you guys want to get to a level that's where you can understand this pair much quicker and you can become profitable much easier, send me a DM on Instagram. I'll show you my strategy. There's going to be a very low fee to get started. But guys, that's the quickest way to learn US30. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.